What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, Teddy27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What's up? What's up? It is me, Teddy27, and I am back. Donned we now are gay apparel. Donned with my Christmas and holiday festive attire. We're here for another review. Where the hell is my damn drink? God damn it. Y'all, give me a moment. Let me go get my drink. Okay. Because I need my drink. And let me adjust my camera because I'm just ghetto and just out of order like that, where I just adjust cameras and go step away to get drinks. We're here for another review. Yes, another review. Oh, yeah. New show alert. New show alert. New show alert. This is a new show alert. This is going to be a new show that we will be reviewing. It is called WebLYFE Atlanta. And this is season 1. It is just starting. And we will be reviewing season 1, episode 1 and season 1, episode 2. Season 1, episode 1 is entitled Sex Work is Work. And I think I like that title. What are we eating? More sugar cookies because I'm so in love with these sugar cookies. They're so good by Pepperidge Farm with the red sugar and stuff, all festive and holiday-like. Anyway, so we start off meeting the cast. You know, in the first episode, you got to meet the cast. So we meet first Brandon Carson. Brandon Carson is he's an actor. I've seen him in many roles in the scripted gay web shows and series and stuff like that. Not the reality mess, but even though this is a gay reality show, but in the scripted gay web series and things like that, I've seen him on those. He's a model, an OnlyFans model, and then he says he's a mogul. Now, the kids, the girls, they like to throw around these terms loosely, and the educator in me has to educate these girls. So let's first start off with the definition of the word mogul. I'll give you a moment to keep reading that, because for the slow ones in the back, because I know there's some people in the back still looking for somebody to tell them how to get to Sesame Street. That is mogul. Here's the definition of the word legendary. Give y'all a chance to read that. This cookie is so good. So good. All right. That's enough time. So good. And here's the definition of the word iconic. Mogul speaks for itself. But a lot of people get confused between this word legendary and iconic. And I say that because when you're talking about someone that's legendary or something that is legendary, it is the stuff of legend. And the stuff of legend means that this person is doing something, or this person or this is an event that we've never seen before, that we never thought we'd see before, that we probably couldn't imagine because it's something mystical or esoteric, or that it becomes the stuff of legend that you go, that can't be real. Nobody really could do that. And then you have it happen, or you have someone that does it, and that person becomes legendary because they were able to accomplish something that people never thought could even be done. That's how you become the stuff of legend, and that's how you become legendary. Whereas someone who is iconic is someone who has gotten to echelons within their respective field and so forth, that they become synonymous with what that field is. When you call their name, you immediately think of that avocation. You immediately think of that field of human endeavor. For example, if I say Rembrandt, you immediately think of, painting. If I say Greg Louganis, you immediately think of diving. You know what I'm saying? If I say Serena Williams, you immediately think tennis. They are iconic. They are people who become synonymous with that field of human endeavor. They can't be legendary as well, but that means that you're someone who's gotten to the pinnacle of that respective field, so much so that you become synonymous with that respective field. I had to educate people a little bit. And so I did that because Brendan Carson is throwing out the term mogul, and no disrespect. Let me start by saying I honestly like, well, I'm not going to say everybody, but most of the people on this show. But when you start throwing out terms like mogul, girl. Anyway, sorry, y'all. I had to eat my cookie. This review might be a little long because I'm doing both episodes in one. Forgive me. So we meet Brandon. Then we meet another cast member named Larry Carter. He's another one who I've seen on the scripted gay series and stuff like that, gay dramas and so forth, or like Brandon Carson. He's an actor. He also sings, and we find out that he's married. So then we see Brandon was invited to Larry's house to look at some outfits that Larry had picked out for, Larry was trying to, pick out for a photo shoot. So they talk about this shirt. So, he takes them on a tour of the house. They're getting better acquainted. They knew kind of each other, but weren't that close. So Larry takes him around the house, and the house is really nice and so forth. And Larry's wearing this shirt that says sex work is work. And they had that whole conversation, which I could appreciate, because to me, sex work is work. Listen, as a connoisseur of all things porn, I can say that I appreciate all sex workers and the things that they do. Listen, people always talk about people who work at fast food restaurants, but you still go there and eat that food. They still earning a living. So just like you talk about people that do sex work, you still watching the porn. They still earning a living. Leave them people alone. Let them be. Girl. I don't see how you shun anybody who's working. I never understood that. I don't see how you make anybody feel bad because they out there getting an honest living. Girl, get it how you live, honey. Anyway, Brandon then tells Larry that he has an OnlyFans page and so forth. So then they talk about this no stress, no mess brunch that Mikey invited both of them to. Larry then and so they talk and they pick out outfits and so forth. So then we see Larry goes, I'm looking down, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a hole right here. I don't even know what this hole is. I look like a whole ass bum on this video, but whatever. They're going to be getting me down about this damn shirt. Anyway, y'all probably can't even see it. I don't know if you can. Anyway, maybe I'll put my name on top of it to hide it, because that's what I do. Anyway, Larry, then we see him. He has the photo shoot coming up. So he goes to go pick up the photographer. And so he kept saying the photographer's name is Bruce. So he was going to pick up this guy named Bruce, who's this big personality or whatnot. And so I didn't pay too much attention to it. So I was like, okay. Girl, he picks up the guy. And I look at the guy and I said, wait a minute. I know that face. I said, I had to go back into my mental Rolodex. I said, bitch, is that Bruce Jackson? Now, if you don't know who Bruce Jackson is, Bruce Jackson rose to fame during the Tumblr days. He had a Tumblr page called It's Bruce Jackson. He has a Twitter page on Freak Twitter called, I think, either I Am Bruce Jackson or It's Bruce Jackson. But what you talk about sex work is work. Sure. I didn't even know Bruce Jackson did photography, because all I know Bruce Jackson for is getting bust down in the middle of the bathroom, in the middle of the club. Like, all his videos be him getting bust down by some cute boy in the middle of the bathroom stall or at the bathroom urinal during the middle of the club. Like, you literally hear the club music in the background. Or he has some random spot and he done brought some boy in there getting bust down. I ain't mad at it, because he used to get some cute boys on there. He still do get some cute boys on there. But baby mama girl gets it bust down, honey. I ain't mad at Bruce Jackson. Y'all see, I know, because I watch his stuff. But I was like, bitch, that's Bruce Jackson. I was like, child, girl. Anyway, go look him up, honey. I think his Twitter is still It's Bruce Jackson or I'm Bruce Jackson, something like that, child. But I know who he is, honey. Check. Then we meet, so he got his photo shoot done, and he said that even though it started off, he thought that Bruce was going to be real unprofessional, but Bruce was real professional, got his work out in a timely manner. It was real nice, maybe I'll hit Bruce up, to take some pictures and find me a good piece of Trey, because he be getting buzzed down by Trey, honey. I'm trying to tell you, honey. He look like he have a lot of fun, honey. You really go ride the streets, honey, and have a good old time. Anyway, next we meet Chris June. Chris June is another one who was a part of these scripted gay web dramas and things like that. And at this point, I was like, so y'all just gonna have all the girls from all the little, gay scripted series and stuff like that. I mean, what are we doing? I mean, I thought they was gonna have Justin Ruff come out there or somebody, who. Now, I like Chris June. Chris June is a nice piece of dark chocolate. I remember I forgot what the first series I saw Chris June in. But the first time I saw Chris June in a series, I was like, ooh. Chris June is a nice, attractive piece of dark chocolate, I'm trying to tell you. But he's an actor and he's a singer and stuff like that. So we see him. He's filming a video for his song called Ghosted. And he invited Brandon out to act in that video for him, do some acting in the video for him. And after the video shoot, they shoot the shit and get caught up. And they discuss this no stress, no mess brunch that Mikey is having that they've been invited to. So after that, we meet Mikey. Now, Mikey is A&R for a production company or television production company or something like that. He's a journalist. He's also a radio host. And so Brandon goes to the production company where Mikey is A&R to pitch this show that he came up with called OFU, or OnlyFans University. So Brandon tells them that he started doing porn. Not porn. Well, I guess porn. OnlyFans, because he was broke and needed some money because COVID had did him in. So he needed some money. So he went and started doing the OnlyFans and started making a lot of money. And I ain't mad at it. Get it how you live, honey. Get it how you live. Because Brandon Carson, he's a nice looking piece of something. Now, he is not ugly by a long shot. Got a nice body. The dick is real regular. But that booty and them thighs is worth, like, if you're a good top, Brandon is your speed. If you're a bottom, girl. Yeah. Anyway. So he did the little pitch. The pitch went well, but Brandon, he ain't had no budget or nothing for this whole pitch that he was trying to get him. That goes back to the conversation about professionalism. And professionalism says that that's something that within the gay black community, a lot of the girls need to be taught professionalism. A lot of the girls need to go to school, be educated, have a business savvy mind, and not just in your own mind have a business savvy mind, but have the credentials that state you have a business savvy mind. Do you have an MBA? Have you taken the courses where you know specifically how to make a budget, what it takes to pitch a proposal, all of the things that are involved back channel and things that are going to make it more lucrative for a company to want to bring you on and spend money on you and all of these things. So that goes to professionalism and stuff like that. And while, his pitch sounded great, there still is another level of professionalism that everybody can get to, but it just takes some time. All right, Mikey and Larry, we did see they're going to go help Lacey and Freshie move into their new spot. So I loved the little red outfit that Larry had on, the little red glasses with the red and white shirt. It was real cute. I mean, I'm a whole, those in the chat, those my subscribers know why I love the Crimson, the cream, the red and the white, but we won't go there. Anyway, so they were going down to East Point. Now, I've been in Atlanta for a little bit now, and one of the first things that I learned is anything down south is the hood and the ghetto. So I remember one time I went down to East Point, and I was like, oh, this is hood. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't scared because, hell, I grew up in the ghetto of Miami. So I was just looking around like, oh okay. I understand what they're saying. Not, child, it is hood. It is ghetto, child. I ain't going to even lie to you. This shit is hood. Real hood. Real ghetto. Your friends, Nuck, Ray, and Day Day is on every corner. I'm trying to tell you what I know. La Shaquante and Shabambu is on the other corner. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, honey, Mikey was trying to sell some old cliche when they was riding over there to Larry, all about how, the old tired-ass cliche that every girl has. Oh, I don't really get along with the black gay community. Like, I just don't feel like I belong. I don't feel like they accept me. Same time thing, But the thing I liked about Larry was taking him to task, and Larry was holding him accountable and said, well, what part do you play in this? And he was really holding them to task. And it looks like he comes off as one of the elitist type girls, where he goes within, amongst the other girls and looks down on them like, girl, I'm above you and you're beneath me. He gives off that vibe. Now, you're talking to a card-carrying member of the elitist society. So I understand full well. But then don't try and put that off as the girls don't get along with you. Girl, you make it hard for the girls to get along with you. And that's okay. We then meet Lacey Doll. Lacey is a YouTuber Now, I didn't understand. First, she said her YouTube pages had 40,000. Then she said her YouTube pages had 10,000. Girl, I couldn't keep up. Whatever. She was in the military. She's a former, she is a veteran. And she's a writer and a published author and all of this, that, and the third. Child, I thought that one of the gay men was going to be the messy queen. Clearly, Miss Lacey says she is not going to be outdone. She is the true messy queen of the cast. We'll get there later. So they start the whole moving in process of taking this stuff, because the girl, they stay on the third floor. Ain't no elevator. So I felt Mikey and Larry when they was like, girl, I ain't come here to be carrying shit up 3 flights of stairs and shit. And then Lacey had the unmitigated gall to not move a single box and not move a single shoe or nothing. But then be like, what they complaining for? All they had to do was move some boxes up some stairs. Girl, you ain't moved not one box. Girl, if you don't sit your ass the fuck down somewhere, girl, I was looking at, girl, you ain't moved nothing. But you over here complaining about the fact that we complaining. Girl, you better sit your ass the fuck down somewhere and calm your ass down and find you somebody to play with. Girl, I got a set of Uno cards over there you can play with. Anyway, Brandon, and after that was all done, Brandon and Mikey. The other thing was, Lacey tried, Lacey, it didn't work, dear one. You tried to sit there and justify moving and staying down in the hood, trying to, disguise it as, oh, I don't want to stay by y'all. Anyway, I'm glad to be staying far away from y'all. And my house probably costs less than yours. Girl, you don't know that because you don't know how much they pay for rent. And in a lot of cities, the places in the hood, unfortunately, cost more than a lot of places in the wealthy neighborhoods, because that's just how shit goes. That's how they try to do black people. But you need to go back and do your homework before you just start making blanket statements like that, because you sound like a fool. Girl, you stay in the hood. Just be like, girl, I stay in the hood, and what? Girl, but you try to clean it up. Girl, get your life in order. Brandon and Mikey then meet up. So Mikey tells him, about some of the little, hiccups and snafus that he had during the pitch, like not having a budget and different things he needed to work on. Brandon received it, and that went from there. So then they talked about the no stress, no mess brunch. And Brandon basically knew, listen, this shit is about to turn into some mess. And because he knows his friend. Mikey said he invited some dude named Carl. And then we meet Carl. Carl is Carl Levon Zell. He's co-host of the Corporate Mouth with Tramiel from G Status ATL Hustle. He claims everybody know him. Girl, I don't know you from a can of paint, so everybody don't know you. And since your little podcast only have 700 subscribers, clearly most of the human species don't know you. But that's a whole nother. He claims he's a rapper that charted. I don't know what remote island it charted on. Girl, I never heard of you. I ain't never heard your music. I don't know where you get off, but girl, I'm going to let you have it. He's an actor. I don't know what he acted in. Maybe he calls the transformations he has when he's down to his people's house acting. But girl, I don't know, honey. She was a bit much for me. Then it kind of went off from there. That was episode 1. I noticed in the credits of episode 1 that Mikey is listed not only as a producer, but as a casting director. He's not executive producer, but he is listed as a producer and a casting director. I be paying attention to everything, y'all. I don't miss too much now. I don't miss too much. Now on to episode 2 of WebLYFE Atlanta. This is season 1, episode 2. It is entitled No Stress, No Mess Brunch. So then, the girls start to arrive. It was way out in Duluth, which is northeast Georgia, and they talked about how far it was. Girl, Chris June started reading right from the top, saying, girl, where we at, and why are we eating our paper and plastic plates and cups and forks? Girl, I'm way too above this. I was like, ooh. Carl did, Levonzel then references how dirty and unkempt the place was. I was like, girl. But then Carl, hold on, because I need to show you something. Now, Carl, my love, Carl, doll baby. Oh, I had a wardrobe malfunction there, y'all. Carl, dear love, doll baby. Now, girl, you out here trying to read that place. Girl, see what you had on? But you trying to read the grounds with which this apartment is set. And then you roll up in here with this fan that you kept, trying to, pull out on people. Girl, that fan was built for a 4-year-old. And girl, you are a grown-ass man, a big-bodied grown-ass man with this little itty-bitty kitty fan. Girl, real girls do real things. Get you a real fan, girl. Get you a real fan, honey. Not that play fan you have, girl. Girl, what was that? Girl, get you a real fan. Girl, real girls do real things. You was right here with this little kitty fan, acting like you was reading the girls down. Girl, your outfit read you down, honey. Girl, your fan read you down. Girl, get your life. Girl, get your life. I was like, girl, what is he doing? Dog, girl. That fan got on my nerves. Cause it was like this big. I was like, girl, she's really reaching. She's trying it with this fan like this damn headpiece is trying me today. Anyway, Carl looked a mess. Chris June looked scrumptious as always with that form-fitting shirt he had on. Whoosh. Brandon and these skin-tight pants he had on. I was like, girl, is those pants painted on you or something? Girl, them pants, girl, I could see the blood pumping through his veins in them pants. I was like, girl. Them pants was not playing, honey. Girl, mama came to serve the kids in them pants, honey. Anyway, Carl goes outside and starts asks Chris to come outside and look at, Brandon's OnlyFans. Now, here's my point. My point is, so I'm thinking that Carl finna go outside and make some big revelation to Chris, as if Chris didn't know that Brandon had an OnlyFans. But Chris said right off, I already knew he had an OnlyFans. So, girl, if he already knew, you could show OnlyFans. But and Chris tried to act like he was real surprised. Girl, y'all know what OnlyFans is. Girl, y'all need it. First of all, every time somebody was like, well, I didn't know it was that bad. Girl, y'all know what OnlyFans gives. Y'all stop playing. Y'all know exactly what OnlyFans give. So if you knew he had an OnlyFans, y'all knew exactly how bad it was going to be. Let it go. Shut it down. Which means that, Carl, you over here trying to, act like you revealing stuff that nobody knew and like everybody was supposed to be surprised. And everybody you told was like, girl, I already knew he had OnlyFans, and now you trying to pull it up there. Girl, where's the embarrassment? Girl, where's the read? We already knew, girl. Girl, get your life. It was stupid. It was real stupid. So then, Carl starts alluding to the fact that Brandon only had OnlyFans because he ain't had no money. But Carl, I'm looking at you and I'm looking at Brandon, and by the looks of it, girl, you're the ones with no money. Girl, well, I don't know, girl, you might have a whole lot of money, girl. I don't know. Anyway, and then he kept with that damn fan that was too small. Girl, get your life. Lacey then went out to talk to Brandon on the balcony. And she going back and forth about some shit with Brandon not wanting to work go back and work for Signal 23 again. Now, Lacey, girl, Lacey. The people already know Henderson, Maddox, Signal 23 for their work. It's well documented. They don't like to pay the girls. So when Brandon was like, girl, I'm not going back, that's all it should have took. We know they don't pay the kids now to the to the Signal 23. Why would he want to go somewhere and not get paid? Hello, somebody. Well documented. How many people got to keep telling you that they don't pay you down to Signal 23? It's scores of people. Why you think everybody fall out with Signal 23? She must be worked down at the Signal 23 or something, because baby, she was caping hard for Signal 23, girl. Girl, let it go, honey. Girl, let that shit go. Girl, boom. The other thing is, if you want to talk so hard about Signal 23, okay, where's the professionalism? Because if they really wanted him to come and do work for him, why wouldn't they reach out to him? I'm sure they know how to reach out to him directly instead of going through a friend of a friend, okay? Especially when you just told us that Brandon Carson went to the birthday party of the CEO of Signal 23. Wouldn't that have been a time where he could have pulled Brandon to the side, say, hey, I got, a project I'd like you to work on. Why don't you, think about it and let me know? But that didn't happen. Now you try to go to a friend of, girl, that shit was stupid too. Get your damn life. We then see Carl inside while Lacey and Brandon are outside talking. Carl is inside sitting down with June and Mikey. So Carl then says, while Brandon's outside, have y'all seen Brandon's OnlyFans page? And both Mikey says, yes, I know he has an OnlyFans page. So now Carl's trying to bring it up. Have you seen this? Do you see how bad it is? Girl, it's OnlyFans. We know what OnlyFans give. Girl, like I said before, this shit was stupid. So Mikey told him, listen, I don't need you, doing that shit. I don't need you bringing that up at my brunch. By no means should you do that. And that should have been that. Carl, you had no business. That shit was real. There's a certain level of messiness or shadiness that you expect at, a gay function. It comes with the territory. But that shit was whack and uncalled for. And you needed to be thrown out because you got thrown out. Mikey then tells Brandon, by no stretch of the imagination should you do that. Mikey then goes outside and says, Brandon, let me tell you, because I don't like people to be ambushed. This whore is in there talking about she finna break up your OnlyFans and ask you about your OnlyFans. Girl, I don't want you to be caught on guard, so be prepared if she decides to bring it up. Brandon was like, girl, I don't care. Girl, I know I have OnlyFans, and everybody in there know I have OnlyFans. Girl, I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. It's all over Al Gore's good internet. Girl, boom. And I was with him on that. Lacey chimes in with her messy ass. She said, girl, y'all would not outdo me with the messiness. Girl, no ma'am. Girl, she says, well, you seem to be caping real hard from Brandon, Mikey. And from what I understand, what the rumor mill told me is that you really used to like him, and that's the only reason you defend him so hard, and you let him get passes on shit you wouldn't normally let other people get passes on, because you still want to fuck him, and you want to get some from him. You want to fuck. And I was like, at that point, I was like, yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna like you, Lacey. At that point, I wasn't here for her. So then, we finally sit down to eat. Carl brings up the OnlyFans. Brandon, like a real girl, because real girls do real things, said, girl, you looked at it. Girl, it was real. My booty hole was real pretty, wasn't it? You wanted to touch it. You wanted to lick it. Girl, Brandon commits to undressing and taking off and opening up his jacket to show the girls his body was snatched. And said, girl, you wish you had a body worthy of OnlyFans, you fat fuck. I was like, ooh. Brandon read all about his little podcast and said, girl, how many people are watching this little listening to this little podcast you got, girl? Girl, get your life. Nobody follows your podcast. I was like, ooh. But I'm getting well paid for my OnlyFans. I have quite a few subscribers. I was like, ooh. Then Mikey tried to pull rank on Carl, because he had already told Carl, bitch, I told you not to do it. So Lacey, who's messy, who breaks the fourth wall, because she's a messy whore like that. Now, I hate to call you a whore, but in this case, you're a mess whore, meaning you get up in all the mess. A whore is somebody that gets up in everything or has everything get up in them. And right now, all of the mess is getting up in you, Lacey, so you're a messy whore because you like the mess. Anyway, he talks about, oh, I'm the producer of this show, and I told you not to do it, and why you doing it anyway? Child, then he says, what? I guess Carl works for him on a radio show and says, girl, I'll put you off the radio show. Child, it just got real out of control. Anyway, Carl got put out, but Carl was out of order anyway. He needed to be put out anyway. Girl, quiet as it's kept. You really ain't have to put him out. You could have just let him say that and let Brandon read him to the ground. Because the shit that Carl was doing was stupid. It was just stupid. It was a late and tired ass read. Anyway, and it kind of went off from there. That was episode 2. So, my thoughts. I kind of like this web series more than the other ones. I feel that the caliber of individuals, with the exception of one or two, but I feel like the caliber of individuals, just the way they carry themselves and the way they come off on screen, is better than some of the trash that I've seen on some of these gay reality series. And so I feel like for that reason, I will enjoy it. Although Carl is messy as fuck, we understand that with these things, you do need a villain. You do need somebody to stir up the mess, but the one that he tried to stir up in this episode 2 was stupid. But I'm sure he'll make up for it in some succeeding episode. And I also see that Lacey is trying not to be outdone by anybody else being messy as well. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if y'all know I have a propensity and a proclivity for not making it through to the end of these series. We'll see if I can make it through this for y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Until next review. So good. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.